This video is brought to you by Play Tracker, the app that tracks your cross-platform game library, achievements, stats, and more. Play Tracker works by connecting to various gaming platforms and combining all your data in one place. It offers a unified cross-platform social experience, advanced game library labeling and sorting, fun challenges and progression system, and stats about games and the types of players who enjoy them. Play Tracker is for all kinds of gamers, like this one.
My top tags across all platforms are dating sim and psychological horror. I'm sure that says nothing about me as a person.
And this one.
My mate Captain Toe Jam 96 and I have a lot of games in common. We should tackle some challenges together.
And even me! I'm better than all of you. Unite your gaming multiverse with Play Tracker today and join the official Second Wind Guild to unlock exclusive profile decorations by playing games recommended by us, a group of ostensibly professional gamers with allegedly great taste in games. Ooh.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Windbreaker podcast. I'm Yahtzee, and my goodness, what an exciting thing has happened. The actual lineup that are supposed to be on this podcast are on this podcast.
We did it.
I know, it's been so long. Welcome back.
Zero
Marty.
windy pops. Zero
It's me,
windy
Marty.
pops.
Marty's been away in Japan, getting his weeb on.
Konnichiwa and whatnot.
Yes. You went to the Godzilla
how you
Hotel,
order a coffin?
apparently.
I did. I stayed at the Godzilla Hotel. It was wonderful. I attended 15 to 16 maid cafes, so it was great.
But did you
For
get
16.
any?
But did I get any?
Yes. Did you get any?
What an insane question that I'm not going to answer.
I know.
Oh,
He meant
blah,
Gundams.
blah, blah.
Well.
Did you buy any
Oh,
Gundams?
Gundams. Did I buy any Gundams? No, I didn't buy any Gundams. I did buy
Like-
a little stuffed animal of Amaterasu from
Yay.
Okami.
Like-
It was the only piece of Okami merch I
Okay.
found.
Well,
So
I
I did
guess
get
that
him.
answers my question on whether or not you got any. Anyway.
Gundam.
Oh, well, what an exciting time. For the nominations for the next the upcoming Game Awards have been announced literally minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I
And,
know.
and Marty is the only one who currently knows what they are. So, of course, we need to discuss the nominations, the noms, and see if the Game Awards are continuing to act exactly as expected. I'll be
Yes.
honest with you guys. I don't really have much standout memories from this year. I feel like it's
Yeah.
gone by in a bit of a haze.
We named a couple.
I-
We named a
yeah.
couple games from earlier in the year, and you were like, "Oh shit, that did come out this year, right?" I
That's
mean, the
this
year
year?
tends
Yeah.
to just turn into kind of like an amorphous blob.
I'm in
by
a
the time it
similar space, right? Like, I'm like, what would be on this list? But then somebody will go,
Yeah.
remember this game? And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that would be on the list. It's
Yeah.
like, I have
Like
to be
the only-
reminded.
Yeah. But the only thing that jumps out to me are Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And I guess the Altars for me personally, but I very much
Sure.
doubt that's going to see many noms.
Yeah, we can chat about where we want to start with this. I will say, Claire Obscure has not only the most nominations of any game
Yep.
this year, but it has the
Yep.
most nominations of any game in Game Award history with 12.
Well, it's the only big name success that's not just a sequel or a spin off, really.
Yeah.
It also can cheat in a few categories.
Oh,
because
yes.
it is an indie game and it is a debut game. So
Quite. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
those
you're
are
giving
two
away.
quite a
categories a lot of
Yes.
Game of the Year nominees aren't able to also.
Well, I can't be bothered
put
guessing. Why don't we just go through
Yeah,
the
let's go
awards?
through the list.
And you
Do we
tell us
want to
what
go
got
through?
nommed.
Do you want to start at the top and work our way down, like with Game of the Year, or do
Yeah.
you want to start at smaller ones?
Yeah, we've
Okay.
always started from the top when we do this.
Excellent. Do you want me to just say the 6 that got nominated?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll tokenly guess.
Sure. So we had
well,
Claire Obscure. That's
Yeah, we know Claire Obscure.
safe guess for one.
Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna guess. Yeah.
This
Donkey
is
Kong
tough.
Bonanza?
I will say you have. I'm pretty sure you reviewed all of these.
Okay, so Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Great.
Very few nominees for Donkey Kong Bonanza, but it did get the coveted goatee.
Yeah, there really isn't much. I mean, Ghost of Yotei, maybe.
Ghost of Yotei did
AAA
not.
presence.
I don't
That
think
was
so.
Crazy.
the one when I made my Game of the Year video a few weeks ago. That was the one of the 6 I got wrong.
Huh.
A big, high-profile AAA sequel starring Jeff
Stranding
Keighley's
2?
BFF forever.
Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
Yes. And then a pair of big indie sequels that just came out in September and October that we talked about.
Silksong?
Silksong, one of them.
Oh,
and
there we
the
go.
other
Hades
indie
2.
sequel, Hades 2. And then that leaves our sixth game. Came out early in the year. Nick is a very big fan of, but I don't think any of the rest of us really resonated
Clover
too much
Pit.
with it.
Mind's Eye.
No. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh,
That's I think that game's trying to do a lot of ambitious things. I think that deserves a
yeah.
That
like,
is-
I mean, half these noms are just like +1 sequels. I mean, Hades
Sure.
2 and Silksong, fine though they are.
Yeah.
I mean,
Death
Silksong's
Stranding, same thing. Yeah.
Silksong's an elevated DLC. Hades 2 I really liked, but it still feels like a +1 sequel.
I just want
I
everyone
mean,
to know,
if you were to
listening at
press
home,
B on, I mean, if I had to award Game of the Year from that list, I might go Hades 2, but then I'd go,
Yeah, you really like Hades 2.
might as well give it to Claire Obscure just to encourage creativity and original IPs.
if I were a degenerate gambler, I would put all of my money on Claire Obscure. I think Claire Obscure is going to run this table.
Yeah, I think there's
I
a lot of
agree
chance.
because, as I said, it's the only fresh IP that did had any kind of success. It's the game that sort of elevates the rest of the games industry by its presence.
And it has a story. It has a story to
Yeah.
it. It is ex AAA Ubisoft devs who escaped the clutches of AAA and formed their own indie studio with a debut game that has been talked about for the 9 months since it was released. So
It's a
I
success
think it deserves
story.
it.
I think it deserves it too. I love the game, so I think more.
I think it
more on
deserves
that.
it more than anything on the list. Like, I would have thought before I played Clair Obscur, because I finished Hades 2 and Silksong before I played Clair Obscur, I would have said, I think just because of the gravitas of both of those games, either Silksong or Hades 2 would have taken it, because it's a really successful indie thing. But after playing Clair Obscur and obviously actually digesting all of the hype that the entire community has had for it, it's going to happen. I think the internet might revolt if it doesn't. And that just goes to show how much it deserves that space, right?
Well, if we were assuming that's going to win Game of the Year, if that wins Game of the Year, I don't think it would get Best Indie Game. If it's nominated Best Indie Game, I think that would be more of a. I think Silksong would probably get the nom there. Would probably get the nod.
I think Hades 2 will probably.
It's going to be either Hades 2 or Silksong, depending on how we feel about the super difficult nature of Silksong.
Sure. Yeah, so those are 3 of the 6 nominees for independent game. The other 3 are a couple newcomers in Absalom and Ball Pit, which are 2 games that have gotten a lot of
blueprints.
Yeah. Oh, and Blueprints.
Oh,
Blueprints
thank God.
is the last. Yeah, sorry.
Well, either Silksong or Hades 2 is still going to win.
Hades 2, I think,
probably.
might win it.
You probably.
I always think
to.
I always feel weird about like the transitive property in award shows, where it's like, if Clair Obscur wins Best Game, shouldn't it win Best Independent Game, and shouldn't it have to win Best Debut Game?
My question is, should it even be in the independent category?
Sure, that's
because I don't think they are.
That's an entirely separate, because it is by definition they are independent, but our definition of indie, a lot of times independent in your mind is the scale of a project, the size of a project.
And should it be in Best Debut? Because as we've established, these aren't new creators. They're just the studio is new, but the individuals aren't.
Yeah. It's a
I've
freshman.
complained about
Someone
that
in the
before.
chat said a freshman game by senior developers.
I complained about that before when Cocoon won Best Debut Game.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, that guy's been in the industry for decades.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. So in debut indies, Blueprints, Clair Obscur, Despelote, which is like a South American soccer game, like a soccer narrative game. Dispatch and Megabonk. Dispatch is another game that is the first time developer ad hoc, but they are all veterans of Telltale, of Ubisoft. So,
Blueprints deserves to win.
Yeah. I agree. Blueprints. I think I agree with your stance of like Clair Obscur is fantastic and it's a great debut. They're also industry professionals that have been working in the industry for yonks and have spun off to do something. Blueprints is made by someone who's never worked in the industry before, was a movie producer, and made it by themselves and like changed a genre. Motherfucker, that's the best debut. Like in my opinion,
the problem is that's not how they frame the category. Like it's one of those like you kind of have to take it by like a surgical definition, and it's like, well, if it's debut indie and that counts as a debut indie, I have to imagine Clair Obscur is going to win both of these.
I keep saying they should change the best debut game to best newcomer, and it should go to a person, not a game.
Okay,
that's what I say.
I can dig that.
Going back to the top, we had game direction, which had 5 nominees. It shares. I'll just go through these because it's a lot of the shared things. So Clair Obscur, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Split Fiction and Ghost of Yotei both got a lot of votes, but missed out on Game of the Year. I think Split Fiction, people seem to really enjoy it, but it does feel like it takes 2 but more, and it takes 2 already won Game of the Year.
And I know this doesn't matter in our like a OCD little world, but it's very badly written, Split Fiction, dialogue and story-wise.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Okay, so best direction usually is like the auteur prize. So if it doesn't go to Clair Obscur again, it'll probably go to Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding, yeah.
Yeah, I think Clair Obscur is still going to take it because they've awarded Kojima before, they've awarded Hades before, and they've awarded Split Fiction before in the past. I believe Hades won in 2020, Death Stranding won some of the stuff in 2019, and Split Fiction won in 2022.
Yeah, I agree. I think Clair Obscur will take this one as well.
I also think it deserves it. I also think, just thinking cynically, it's a very good media thing to award Clair Obscur as many things as it can, so it can be like this historic thing. Like, it won the most game awards of all time.
Like that how Titanic won all the Oscars, and you're like, we can create this story around this.
It's good for the hosts and like the show itself to do that. So I think it'll probably win.
Well, like I said, it elevates the industry if you award it.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
It's a plucky success story.
Yeah. Do we want to go over your favorite genre categories?
Oh, I love those. Those are always so well put together. So very informative.
Action/adventure. We have action, and we have RPG, and those are very different. And don't you ever get them confused.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say the best action category is where Doom: The Dark Ages shows up.
Yes, action is two different schools of action. It's Battlefield 6 and Doom: The Dark Ages, but it's also Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi: Art of Vengeance, which is nice.
The action category is basically the combat category. Everything that's combat focused. So that's a tricky one, actually. I mean, obviously, I love Hades 2. Best combat. Yeah, action adventure would make more sense for Hades 2, as the chat says.
I agree. That's the weird thing, because it has enough like kind of RPG elements and downtime that it feels action adventure.
I think it's got really good combat.
The fact that it's a roguelike does make it very combat-centered, even though it's also very,
that is your main verb throughout it.
It's also very plot-focused.
Yeah. This feels like a Hades 2 win, just because Hades 2 also got the Game of the Year nominee of these 5 games. So
it isn't nominated for any of the other genre categories?
No, the genre categories are distinct. So that was action. Action adventure is a lot of games you've already mentioned: Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Silksong, Split Fiction, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, because it came out last December, but the voting cutout was a month earlier. So
I agree with that.
I know. I remember worrying that it came out so late in the year, everyone would forget about it by the time of the next awards.
Including Troy Baker got a nominee for performance.
Good.
Yeah,
which is a good performance.
Convincing young Harrison Ford. That's all it takes.
Of that feels like a Silksong to me. That feels like where Silksong is going to win this year.
I don't know. I think I would, if it were me deciding, I'd give it to Indiana Jones probably. For action adventure.
That would also be a good show of like, hey, you know our bullshit thing of how a December game can roll over into the next year? We don't just forget about those games. Sometimes they actually win something.
I mean, a Silk Song should win Best Indie, but yeah, if we have to tuck it in somewhere, sure.
Yeah.
Give it Best Action Adventure.
And then for RPG, we had Avowed, Clair Obscur, which feels like an easy win. Kingdom Come, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. So 2 nominees for Obsidian this year.
No. The Outer Worlds 2 isn't going to win that. As I say, probably Clair Obscur again. If not, Kingdom Come 2.
Did Pokemon get snubbed? I've only put 2 hours into it, so I can't say anything.
Pokemon has its place. It knows.
Hell? Its place of hell?
I like Pokemon.
I like those Pocket Monsters. So going back up some of the more bespoke categories for performance, we had 3 from Clair Obscur, Ben Starr, Charlie Cox, and Jennifer English. Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yotei, Kanatsu Kato for Silent Hill F. I believe that is the Japanese performance of
cool.
Nice.
Silent Hill F. I might be wrong, but I believe that is. And then Troy Baker for Indiana Jones.
Well,
no Alex Jordan?
No, yeah, that's a bummer. It's a bummer to see the Alter snubbed here. This is like the one place where it feels like
Charlie Cox has got a nomination. Okay, I don't want to spoil the game.
Sure, but I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Did the Alters get nommed anywhere?
I don't remember seeing it.
Man,
no, I don't think so. It's
bloody AI controversy painting everyone's memories.
I don't know. It just also feels like it didn't have the same. Like we were really passionate about it. Like I know I loved it. Yahtzee, you loved it.
It went under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like it didn't get a lot of.
I did my best. I was trying to elevate it above the radar.
Yeah,
guess I'll have to. Yeah, I guess I probably will have to make that my game of the year then.
And almost everyone I know who's played it has been like, "Oh, damn, this is really good." And it's one of those things you can burn through in a weekend. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It kind of does something new.
Yes, and it's all very well put together. But best performance. I'd have said Troy Baker probably deserved it, but then Ghost of Yotei is the only one that really centralizes its lead character's performance.
Sure.
So maybe that.
Yeah, Troy Baker for me. Ben Starr did an amazing job as a Verso, but I think
it's almost hard for me to single out one performance in Clair Obscur. Like I do think as a whole, I think everyone's really good. Like
they are great.
Yeah.
I mean,
if there was a cast award, I would give it to that.
I don't think anyone's performance particularly leapt out at me.
Yeah.
Very consistent.
Yeah. And then some other things for narrative. A bunch of games we've already talked about: Clair Obscur, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F actually got a handful of review.
I was terrified that Split Fiction might get nominated.
No,
for that.
Split Fiction did not get one here in narrative. This feels like another Clair Obscur. Like this, people really resonated with that story.
That is the standout of the year narrative wise for me. So
none of the other games are narratively strong.
Yeah,
I mean, Hades 2 I'd have given as a best narrative above that.
Yeah, surprised it didn't get one of those because I thought the way that unraveled throughout the course of the game and how it continued to kind of like bounce off the choices you made. I thought were really great.
A lot of people got pissed about the ending. I mean, I saw a lot of comments like, "Oh, he should have commented on the ending. It was terrible." Honestly, I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently it rubbed people up the wrong way.
Yeah,
it's not bad. It's just kind of weak. It's like
I mean, I've been playing Hades 1 because I never actually finished it, and I got to I hesitate to call it the ending. I got to the bit where Persephone comes to the underworld, and then they roll credits after that. So, and that felt like a worse ending than Hades 2's ending, to be honest.
Yeah.
They were just like, we just kept pestering this person, and eventually they said, all right then. And yay, you won. Job done.
Yeah,
it's funny because I thought the endings of Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre were like really great. And then it seems like people are...
yes.
Yeah. And it seems like people are a little flaky on the Hades endings.
Yeah.
It's the problem with making infinitely repeatable, procedurally generated content is that how do you put a button on that, right?
While still saying, you could keep playing and like raising the heat level and all that stuff.
Well, the thing is like mechanically, I didn't feel like there was no crescendo to Hades 2 mechanically for its ending. There's that build up where you get the spear, you take down Tython a whole bunch, you build up to it, and you're like, let's go finally take down Kronos. And going in there, he steals one of the NPCs, and I'm like, man, that fight is going to be insane when I get to it. Like, this is going to be nuts. It's the same fucking fight.
It's the same fight.
Like,
I agree with you there. Yeah, you kind of get fatigued by it by the end.
Yeah.
This I know Yahtzee, you probably don't have too much to say in this, but I know Jay, you've played a few of these for multiplayer. I feel like an actually interesting competitive category this year with a lot of different kinds of games.
Yeah,
Arc Raiders,
Night Rain,
Battlefield 6, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. Arc Raiders, Night Rain, and Peak feel like the three that have had the most conversation around it. Obviously, Arc Raiders conversation is very recent, but Peak was kind of the big blowout hit of this.
It's a cultural thing at this point. I think Peak deserves it. I think
over Night Rain. I know you enjoyed
it.
Night Rain, right?
I played Night Rain every week. Like, I really like Night Rain. Those nominations make sense. I know we all have our grievances with Split Fiction for one reason or another, but I do think mechanically they're always doing stuff really interestingly in the multiplayer space.
Yeah, I mean, It Takes Two got Game of the Year, and that means something. And Split Fiction has a lot of that same attitude running through the gameplay. It's not as I don't think it's as good, but it's.
I like its actual multiplayer better than. I think it did interesting things with the two different mechanics and perspectives more so than It Takes Two. I do agree that its story, I think, was quite a bit worse than It Takes Two, which wasn't that great of a story to begin with.
Well, so I just want to call this out. The second win group, which I'm assuming is Nick, you twat, said Rematch should have been there over Split Fiction for multiplayer. See yourself out, mate.
Okay.
Well, you don't like the soccer? You don't like the angry soccer?
No, I like the soccer game. It shouldn't get an award for best multiplayer game. It's a football game.
Like, is that not a multiplayer game?
Yeah,
it is a multiplayer game, but it's not doing anything like crazy innovative for the space, right?
Oh, fair enough. I mean, that's like saying that Rocket League shouldn't get a best multiplayer award because it's just football with cars.
Well, at the time, that was very innovative, but that was at the time, right?
Well, anyway,
I don't care.
What about, are they doing the Sim Stroke Strategy category this year?
They are.
That's always that's always toasty bullshit. Sim Stroke Strategy.
Toasty bullshit.
Toasty bullshit.
Because the most wildly differing games get nominated in this category, typically.
It's it's funny that why Sim? Where did it go? Oh, here, Sim Stroke Strategy. Oh, this is the one place the Alters actually got nominated.
Hey,
the Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics, Evil East Chronicles.
Don't even need the rest of the nominations. Alters should win.
A remake of Final Fantasy Tactics is getting
good ass game. Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum. This feels like an Alters win.
Fart.
I hope
it has to be. If there is any justice in this world, it has to win at least one award.
Sure. I think it deserves it there. Best adaptation. Yes, I'm gonna assume you've seen zero of these.
Yeah.
Did you see a Minecraft movie, or the Devil May Cry anime, or the Last of Us Season 2, or the Splinter Cell animated series, or the
I didn't even know there was one of those
film?
either. Nope. There was a Splinter Cell animated series.
Apparently, it just came out like a few weeks ago on Netflix.
Goodness me.
Well,
I haven't got Well, I don't know what the fuck should win out of those. Probably not the Minecraft movie.
Yeah. The only one of these I vaguely
will,
enjoyed was The Last of Us Season 2, and even that, I was kind of getting tired of it by the end. So they could just not do this category. You don't need to do it. What if you just don't do it this year? That'd be fine. Most anticipated game.
Imagine if the Oscars had a best video game adaptation of a movie award. That would feel really out of place.
That would
Wouldn't
have been funny in the 90s when like all those adaptations were really terrible. That was actually great. Most anticipated game.
Oh God, I hate this award. This is basically just who's got the best marketing department.
Yeah, the most anticipated game awards should be what was the most anticipated and who delivered. right?
Yeah.
Like,
Sure, it should be like a
'cause
retrospective, or
I don't give a fuck what the rest of the nominations are. GTA 6
Oh.
is winning most anticipated game.
Yeah, is
Like,
it-
It also
is it
wins
GTA
most
6?
union
Yeah.
busting game. So congrats
Ooh.
GTA for busting the most unions.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it was GTA 6, 007 First Light, Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac, Resident Evil 9, and The Witcher 4.
Huh. 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 Huh.
I mean, The Witcher 4
agree with
has
all those.
zero chance of coming out next year, so it seems
This is the
silly.
first
Oh, no.
I've
I
heard
still
they're
think
making-
Grand Theft Auto's probably not coming out this.
Well, this is the
next
first I've heard that they're making a Witcher 4, so I
They
guess that was not the most anticipated.
year. There you go. They've shown very little of that. Like 007 First Light and Resident Evil Requiem have spring release dates, so like
yeah,
those are, and they've shown extended demos of those. So at the very least, those are games we're going to be playing in the next few months.
Yeah, maybe
which
if
is more
you
than you could say for the rest of them.
if you delay a game as well, you should automatically be removed from the list. Like GTA just delayed themselves again to what, November 2026?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
A
So
year
if
from
it's
now. Yeah.
not
Like,
if it's not coming out
your name
next
should be
year,
removed.
yeah,
you
they should
go
have
to
to
jail.
give the award back if it gets delayed.
You should just have to go to jail.
Yes, we have to snatch it off you very rudely and then slap you across the wrist.
Yeah.
Last two categories I'll go over for music and score.
Yeah,
All
Obscure.
games we've already talked about. So Silk Song, Hades 2, Clair Obscure, Ghost of Yote, and Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, close.
This feels like a Clair Obscure win. The Hades
Clair
2 music
Obscure.
is really good.
Or Hades 2.
The Hades 2 music is really good. Like,
But every Supergiant game has really good music.
sure,
It's not special anymore.
yeah. This is making
That should
us love
remove it.
France. First thing to ever make us love France. Congrats, Clair Obscure.
Well
It
done.
got close.
And then
Speak for
best
yourself.
art direction. Again, a bunch of games we've already talked about. Clair Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Silk Song. Who do you think, of the big nominees, who do you think is, we seem to agree Clair Obscure is going to probably come out the big winner. Who do you think is going to come out with like a goose egg? Lots of noms, no wins. I feel like
mysterious
that could
snub.
be a Hollow Knight. Like, we could
Silk
be-
Song and Hades 2, I think, are going to
Yeah.
get snubbed in a lot of categories. I think they
Yeah.
deserve a lot of wins. There's just a lot of good games this year, as much as I think me and Yards are both in agreement that it's been a bit hazy. When you go through the list, there have been a bunch of really good games.
Yeah, if anything that's cropped up a lot but is going to get mysteriously snubbed when the rewards come out, it's probably going to be either Hades 2 or Silk Song, which are both,
Yeah.
as I said, +1 sequels. So
Sure.
Indiana
And they
Jones?
kind of understandable.
Yeah, Indiana Jones might, just for its kind of weird fuckity.
The time it
release
came
date.
out, yeah.
Yeah, which I guess this year, Metroid Prime, although by all accounts, Metroid Prime 4 sounds like it might be a little.
Well, you never know. It might
Listen, I
uniquely
hope-
appeal to you.
I think it is insane that we just had a moment where I was very pessimistic on a Nintendo game and Yahtzee was trying to turn me around.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
Yeah.
I think
what is
the
happening?
essence of my attitude is that I tend to the contrarianness, and
Sure. Maybe you'll love the companion in Metroid Prime 4 that keeps telling you what to do.
I'm sure.
Oh.
I'm sure they'll be just as lovable as Navi from Ocarina of Time.
There you go.
Oh, God.
Uh,
Seeing
and-
that footage of Silk Song's boss fights in the background is literally giving me
Giving
PTSD.
you like PTSD. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to
Uh,
look at it anymore.
And then two games that I really loved personally that got kind of snubbed. Wanderstop only got one nomination. That was for Games for Impact. Which is
Games
like
for
the-
Impact.
Yeah, thanks for having a message. And then no Citizen Sleeper 2 and no Like a Dragon Pirates. Like a Dragon Pirates, I imagine that's just like, at this point, people are just not fatigued, but it's kind of like
Yeah.
a show that comes back every year that its fans enjoy. But like,
It's like a comfort. It's like a comfort
Yeah.
game. Like you're like,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
you're getting.
it's like you're in
As
the
for Citizen-
8th season of the X-Files, and you're like, listen, I just like
Yeah.
hanging out with these people. Like, doesn't
Yeah.
have to
As
change
as for Citizen Sleeper 2, I like the writing, but let's face it, it's a text adventure.
Sure. Yeah. I would have
You're
liked
not-
seeing that get best story personally, or best narrative.
Yeah.
But, say I love you.
What
yeah,
else
so
was
those-
nominated in Games for Impact? It's always a very mysterious category for me.
Yeah, that's always the kind of like, it's some cool woke things. Consume Me, which I'm not sure what that is. I think that's an indie game about food.
Okay.
Despelote was the South American soccer game I brought up earlier. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. That's like the Don't Nod kind of, like the new. What was the teenage angst, Telltale-esque game.
Life is strange.
Life is Strange. Yeah, it's I think similar to that, and
Okay.
South of Midnight, which I liked South of Midnight fine enough.
I'm sure one could say it had much impact.
No, yeah, these are all very small games, so
Yeah.
I don't think anything much impact. But yeah, that is about it. There's a bunch of other like multiplayer ongoing stuff, but I don't think we really care about that.
Well, what a year of noms. I'm guessing this will be looked back on in history as one of those in-betweeny years when there wasn't like an impressive raft of big-name titles.
I don't know. I don't think this will be in the like pantheon, but I feel like this was like a solid B year.
It was a very good year for indies.
It was a very good year for indies, especially
it was
if
a
we
good year.
expand
in
the
general.
definition of indies.
I remember halfway through the year I was starting to panic because I didn't have enough stuff for the worst games list.
Sure, yeah.
And I've played so many indie games that I just like. Some like not hugely, but some quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like Avowed, I
just-
didn't
yeah.
even like dislike at all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just-
a lot of not a whole lot. Like aside from Mind's Eye, were there any like massive like holy shit across the board stinkers?
Oh, give me a
Doom
moment.
Dark Ages.
Well, I'm
Doom,
reviewing.
but no, Doom was like you didn't like it, but that wasn't a like. There's some people who love that game.
There's a bunch of people who like it. I made a whole
There's
video.
no
on it.
one who goes to goes to bat for Mind's Eye.
There was Blades of Fire. That just more sort of flopped.
Yeah,
Mm.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
Mario Kart World was like kind of a flop.
yeah, that might have been
Oh,
like the
yeah,
highest
that's a
anticipation, the
disappointing.
lowest. Yeah, I think that only got nominations in the Token Family game, which is just like the
yeah,
Nintendo category.
the Nintendo category.
Yeah.
I will say I am kind of shocked Bonanza's in Game of the Year noms. I think it's a really good game, but I don't think it was like the thing is I don't know what I'd replace it with.
Right.
Like I enjoyed it when I played it on the plane a bunch, but I have no drive to like go back and finish it. I was just like, yeah, cool. It got very samey like after a while, and nothing really sticks with me from it. And I'm like, I'm sure there are people who absolutely adore it, but I'm just surprised it's next to things like Claire Obscure and Silk Song and Hades 2 and stuff like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Silent Hill F got a bit snubbied. I think that sort of came and went and didn't really light anyone's worlds on fire.
Yeah, I mean, it also had there was a bit of a barrier to entry. A, it's a survival horror game, which is already a somewhat niche genre, but B, it was kind of hard. Which is funny. They just added easy mode to it, which I'm like, why didn't you put that in when I had to play the game? Why did I have to? Why couldn't I play the game on easy mode?
So this year hasn't had many big hits and not very many spectacular fails either, besides Mind's Eye. Although my review for When Winds Meet will be coming pretty soon.
When Winds Meet, www.
That is, well, I'm not quite sure what to make of it, to be honest, but definitely not Game of the Year material.
You brought that game up in a meeting earlier. I know nothing about that. Like, I don't even know what that game looks like.
Well, Nick came to me and said, hey, why don't you play this When Winds Meet thing we've got a beta code for? It's a free-to-play, always online Chinese game, but it's not a gacha game. And I was like, bullshit.
Oh, it looks like a AAA game.
It's kind of a gacha game, but it's actually got a single-player narrative focus and multiplayer elements.
Well, according to Steam, very positive.
Serious?
Yeah,
Man,
it's going to Steam.
I haven't been played very long, probably.
Dundum.
Anyway, Super Chats. Super Chats probably have a lot of opinions.
Also, we mentioned this right before we went live, but we don't really keep track of numbers on the outside. But this is our 100th episode of Windbreaker.
Oh, goodness! This is our 100th and second.
Well,
people were saying last episode might have been episode 100, and then people were also saying it was episode 101. So I'm not sure where we're at.
I don't think that might be in the playlist, and some things might be broken. I feel like Eric and I keep track of numbers, and we both had this episode being 100. There's no way Eric and I could be wrong.
I trust both of you.
Eric says 100. I'm pretty sure my Bloodlines 2 review was the 100th fully Ramblomatic.
Oh my god! What a bloodline it was.
I know, not much of a milestone.
Yeah.
Anyway, la 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 la. Raven gives $2 to give Raven's weekly word of the week. Week 25, Vitiate.
I do not know what Vitiate is.
It basically just means to spoil or impair, to spoil or damage.
I googled
Okay.
Vidiate and I got a link to Wikipedia. Apparently, there is a Sith in Star Wars
Okay.
named Vidiate.
Called Darth Vitiate.
Just a regular Vidiate. I don't know if he goes by Darth,
Huh.
although he is a Sith. I don't know how that works.
That's
I
him.
thought it was the rule that Sith names had to be a word that starts with the words in, as in Vader and Insidious.
I never even thought about that.
But what about in mall?
Well, that's where you go to do your shopping. You go in a mall.
I want a double-ended lightsaber.
Wait,
Where
if
are you gonna go?
Invidiate's a word,
In the mall.
Invidiate has got to be a word. Nvidia?
Is
That's that company.
Nvidia? That's the
Yeah.
reference. There you go.
There you go.
Anyway, Magnesium gives 50 Norwegian krona, says, what's the gang's thoughts on Rockstar North's union busting? Will it affect you recommending or not recommending GTA 6?
We're pro.
No,
I'm
I'm kind of numb to AAA shittiness. I mean,
yeah. I mean, this is Rockstar. A, all these AAA companies do this, and B, Rockstar has a long history of being shitty to its employees.
yeah, and GTA 6 is such a nebulous project. It's probably like split across like 9,000 people at this point. It's
Sure.
hard to, get a human connection to whatever's going on.
Once a company grows beyond a certain size, they just automatically become a piece of shit. So
Yeah.
that's just
Pretty much.
the whole-
Once you get a certain amount of money, yeah. If you are a billionaire, you're a piece of shit. Sorry,
yeah,
that's
you
just how
are.
it is.
If you are a billionaire, you are straight up a piece of shit.
Yeah, the mere presence of like someone having $1 billion creates this sort of black hole of economics.
Yeah.
They should give it all away.
And the ego.
To us
Yes,
via super chat
exactly.
or Ko-fi Dono, then we get more of it.
Anyway, Faz gives £4.99 and says, last week's NPC discussion reminded me fittingly of a certain LDO Game of the Year discussion. Now, you weren't here for this one, Marty, but when
not.
Jesse was here, we got
Yeah.
into a bit of an argument over what constitutes an NPC. Like,
Okay.
I was saying that if you find an audio log and hear the story of like someone in that world who
Sure.
like had an encounter with whatever the problem was, but you never actually meet the NPC, it still counts as an NPC because it's a
Interesting.
character with a presence in that world.
Sure.
You're interacting with their presence. I agree
Yeah.
with the yards. Yeah.
And
But-
Jesse was vehemently disagreed.
Well, I'm not sure if we were fundamentally disagreeing. He seemed to take my position was that an audio log counts as a character, which was not what I was arguing at all.
Yeah.
I was saying an audio log indicates the presence of a character.
Sure. Yeah, I would agree with you there. Let's see.
It's
Well,
like-
okay then.
If you heard a fart coming from a vent, right? Like there's an NPC in there, but you're not seeing them. But it's the presence of an NPC, right? That fart is an NPC.
Schrodinger's NPC.
Shut up, Jess.
This vent's farting.
Fuzzy Freestyle gives $5 says, when do we get another episode of The Archive? My heart yearns for more retro content on Second Wind. What game of the year? Claire Obscure, I guess. Yes, where's your next
question.
Archive episode?
Great question. Last time I told Jesse Schwab I would get it to him by July 1st.
Oh, God.
So it is
Oh,
literally
that's so
only on
good.
me. I'll take this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna finish the script by the end of the year, or I'm gonna cut my own head off.
But
like
which
Shinji
year,
Mikami.
Marty?
Oh,
This
well,
year,
year?
2025.
Oh.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. I have
Yeah.
like half a script done. It's on Space Station Silicon Valley, which is the game that the Grand Theft Auto 3 team did before Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
Okay. I'm going to be doing a bunch more retro stuff. I'm going to be doing some design delves on Metal Gear Solid and some of the earlier Final Fantasies and stuff like that. So
Fuck yeah.
we're going to be getting a little bit more retro.
Fuck yeah. But yes, we like old games.
I have nothing to add, really. I've been thinking of
You like
like
old
doing
games.
a full-on write about Silent Hill 3 and why I think it's overrated, because people keep getting up my ass when I say that.
Listen,
Do it.
Anyway,
Break it down.
keep writing about Silent Hill. I'm gonna watch anything
I-
you write about Silent Hill.
I worry I say too much about Silent Hill.
Never.
Maybe it doesn't warrant this much scrutiny. I mean, you can't see because of all the fog. You got to do a lot of scrutiny.
That's true. That's
what you
true.
gotta
What's
do.
that?
Anyway, the Duke of Doom gives $10 and says, "Hi there, yachts. I just finished re-listening to Mogworld and was telling my mum about it to find out she's a huge fan of your books and has been reading them since 2010 and never shared them with me. Man, what a bitch your mum must be.
God.
Now
Good
clip
old-
that and show her.
Yes.
Be honored.
Borrow all of my books that I've written from her and then forget to give them back.
That's incredible that you have generational fans.
Well, I am an old bastard now who appeals to old bastards,
That's true.
This is true.
presumably.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 42.
Yeah.
But hey, that's a good year. That's a good age to be. That's like the meaning of life number.
Exactly.
It's true.
Next
but
year it's all
43,
downhill.
kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
43 doesn't have any. No one knows anything
Yeah.
about 43.
Well, it's got a very shitty film attached.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, Hjorth87 gives 50 Danish kroner and says, Europa Universalis 5, never been tempted by Git Good Dark Souls. It just seemed too demanding for my taste, but then I buy EU 5, so I guess same applies. You do you, Hjorth87. Don't let anyone yuck your yum, as they say.
Whatever makes you happy. If
Yeah.
you want to get sweaty in the cosmos over there, get sweaty in the cosmos. If you want to get sweaty down in Blighttown, get sweaty down in Blighttown. If you don't want to get sweaty, stay dry. Stay dry,
Yeah,
pony boy.
do what you want.
Yeah, there you go. H2O God gives $5 and then says nothing.
Yay.
You got to give at least
Legend.
$20 to rip on Tsunami Douche's style, I'm afraid. Anyway, gives $1.99 and says, Jamate, is a box of tangled Christmas lights an ideal gift?
Do you think they work?
See, we read this earlier, and we were baffled by what this was, like whether it might be code.
I think it was a reference.
no,
He
it's a
probably said
terrible-
something during a stream. and
Oh,
didn't
it's
remember.
because I said I like untangling things. Motherfucker, that's why. It's a
I
reference.
assumed it was a
to something
reference.
I
I don't think-
said.
I
I
don't
thought
think
they were
Quintuple
going
was just-
insane.
Yeah,
think
I
we
mean,
double
It's
there's
games
me
games
that's going insane.
Yes.
There's games based around untangling stuff.
I do like
There's
untangling things.
weird,
I like
there's
untangling
weird
Christmas
mobile
lights.
games where you have to move all the little like strings so they don't overlap.
I feel like you can't, like, untangling something has to be tangible. Not even like VR handsets. Like, I feel like you need
Well, yeah,
the knot in front
I
of
think
you.
by definition it has to be tangible. It has to be tangled to untangle the tangible.
Quite.
We were talking about lock picking, that's why.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But yeah, great gift.
Yes. And then H2O God comes back with $2 and says, first super chat, just like Game Awards website. Nada. Oh, I see.
Oh,
I see what they were
Was it
going for
busted?
now.
Beautiful.
I see.
And then Sussy Guru 2000 gives €5 and says, should multiplayer PvP games ever be nominated for Game of the Year, let alone win? My stance is a hard no.
The fuck are you on about, Sussy
I don't
Guru?
think there should be any hard stances there. Like, Overwatch won, and I think for the time that was kind of the biggest zeitgeisty game of
I mean,
that
obviously, I don't give a shit about multiplayer, but I ain't, as I say, I ain't going to yuck other people's yums. I know when I'm in a minority on something.
If
People like their
a game has
multiplayer.
a huge cultural impact and is beloved by millions and millions of people, why shouldn't it be nominated for Game of the Year? That's like saying multiplayer games aren't games. That's
Damn.
silly. That's silly.
I would
Yes,
go as
yours-
far to say it's racist.
Yes.
I agree.
You're silly, Guru 2000. That's what you are.
Oh,
change your name right
silly
now.
guru. That being said, I
Uh,
wouldn't put any multiplayer game in this year's nominees.
No,
I think this year's
probably
nominees
not.
are fine as single player.
I love Night Rain, but I don't think it needs to be in the overall Game of the Year. Might be my Game of
Right.
the Year, but it's not Game of the Year.
It really might be your game of the year. Holy Moses.
Maybe.
It's impressive.
BS Marsh gives $2. Says, good morning and afternoon all. Congrats on 2 years. Well, where were you on the stream where we were doing all that, BS Marsh,
Probably kissing.
Congratulating
Saturday
ourselves.
kisses.
for the 2 years? Yeah, I'll bet.
Kisses. I can't believe 2 whole
Kiss.
years.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Beastmarsh. Appreciate you, bud.
Practicing kissing your own hand, perhaps.
No,
Did you used to do that?
Sure.
Did you ever used to do that,
That's how I got
practice
good.
kissing your own hand when you were a teenager?
Mhm.
That's how I got so good at it. Oh yeah, definitely as a
Teenager?
teenager.
I do
not
it
in my
now.
30s.
Okay. Well, fortunately, I have a wife to practice kissing on, so, you know,
I like that you're still practicing.
always,
one
man,
isn't real.
Always stay in practice.
This one isn't real.
Mhm.
This is just a practice kiss.
The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is to know. Anyway, Grey Shinobi gives $5. Says, just watched part of the second anniversary stream. Lots of fun. I legit cackled when Yahtzee told Jamate, get my dog's name out of your filthy mouth. That was during the shotgun, the buckshot roulette segment.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah,
I don't
we
understand.
fell into this
How is
whole...
that game multiplayer? What is? I don't even know what that game is.
You
It's
just
basically
play
like playing
buckshot
Russian
roulette, but with 4 guys, and you pass the shotgun around.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we fell into this hole of before we'd pick someone and then ask them a question about Second Wind, and then if they could answer it, you'd shoot yourself,
Yeah.
and if they couldn't, you'd shoot them. But you also
Gotcha.
just shot me anyway.
I just shoot them anyway. Yeah, and it wasn't a hard and fast rule.
No, no.
Listen, you're the one with the gun. It doesn't matter. You can make the rules.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Sanos the Hedgehog 2000 gives $2. Says, see any weird vending machines on your trip, Marty? Because that's,
Yeah.
of course, all anyone knows about Japan is that they've got those vending machines with used girls' panties in them.
I took pictures of a lot of vending machines, not of used girls' panties, but there was Yakuza vending machines, like a dragon
Cool.
vending machines,
Oh,
which
wow.
was very cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of
machines.
vending machines. They put all kinds of stuff in vending machines in Japan.
It's truly the land of vending. Every block has several drink vending machines that
You can get,
dispense
like, hot
both
meals
hot
and
and
stuff, right?
cold, which is
Yeah.
insane. Full meals
Though
and vending
apparently-
machines. Yeah.
Although, as I understand it, it's considered rude to eat and drink on the go. You're expected to stand around the vending machine and finish
is.
whatever you bought.
Also,
before you move on.
public waste baskets or garbage cans are few and far between, and so you either have to carry your garbage with you or just wait until you find one. So if you find a
Yes.
garbage can next to a vending machine, you're like, "This is where I'm going to live for the next 10
I
minutes."
mean, where I live,
Rat.
it's like that. There are no fucking garbage cans where I live. It's insane.
Really, man, America. Loves
I'm
garbage
not
cans.
joking. Within like a mile range of where we live, no garbage cans. It's nuts.
It might be a homeless deterrent thing
Sure. Yeah, I can see that.
to not have garbage cans.
Putting spikes.
They're gonna
on
litter.
benches.
So, what the fuck does that do?
Give people jobs. Garbage cans means more people.
Let me
have jobs.
let me put my dog shit in a bin, please. My God.
Deebs Scrub gives $5 and says,
Hey.
Alex Jordan not getting a best performance nomination for The Alters is criminal.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Absolutely
he's
criminal.
playing like 10 guys.
Yeah,
With
you forget that
with
it's the same
distinct
dude.
voices.
Yeah, very quickly. Like,
I've been on a fucking pub crawl with that dude. He's a good guy.
damn. Which one of
Ew.
him? Which one of him? Did he try to sever
None of
his own
them. It was
arm?
really confusing.
He's like, I gotta cut my arm off.
Name
Oh.
drop. Sonic the Hedgehog comes back with $2, says mostly not into the Game Awards, but best debut, Final Sentence. Well, that's not out yet. It's just a demo at the moment. Isn't it?
Was that the typing game?
Yeah, that's the typing game.
Yeah, that's like the battle royale with the gun to your head. Yes, that is next year. You just played a demo,
Yeah.
so maybe that'll
So
be a next
there.
year game.
No
Although it
nonsense.
seems like there have been a handful of typing games. I don't know if is that already a
also,
subgenre
it's-
that's becoming diluted.
Also, it's
There's
not
always
their
been
debut.
typing games. Oh,
Is it not
okay.
their debut?
They made a different game. It's from
The
from a
people who made
developer that's
Static
other
Dread.
stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Ooh.
I don't know if it is. I clicked Static
I
Dread. and it
swear
says
it's
a
from
different
a.
developer.
While we were doing it on Yahtzee Tries, I was like, oh, it's the guys who did this, and it was the big shift from what they did previously. Unless
Well-
I'm completely talking bollocks.
There's a game
which is
called
like
Rest of
this.
Rats.
Look it up, shall we?
Button
Final Sentence.
mash game dev.
Developer Button Mash. They made Rats apparently. Oh,
But is
yeah,
it or is it
okay.
the publisher? A lot of times when you click on something, it'll send you to their publisher, which is
Yeah, I think this might
yeah,
be the
that's
publisher.
done googling.
Yeah.
I tried to Google
But
and I failed. I'm done googling.
Yeah, I
Yeah, the-
No one
swear
can
it was
make me
Static
Google
Dread.
ever
It's from
again.
the same guys who did Static Dread.
I think it's the
right?
puppy.
That is-
I think
that's-
it's a
that's
different
the
Debbie.
publisher.
That's the
Same
puppy.
puppy.
Oh, maybe
Yes.
I'm wrong then.
Listen, Steam, sort your shit out.
Agreed.
Gabe Newell, get off your fucking. Stop buying yacht companies. Sort your shit out.
Huh. No, I can't seem to find any information on the developer. How strange.
Maybe it is a debut. Xeno's the Hedgehog. I apologize, but also fuck you.
Anyway. Ricadius gives $9.99. Says, "Oh, thank God, Marty is back. The unsung pillar of Second Wind, IMO. I think
Aw.
Silk Song clears Game of the Year with the hype and recency bias. No, no,
I don't think it's. I think it's a great game. I would love it.
no. I mean, there was like the whole "it's too hard" backlash that
Yeah.
I think we
Mhm.
were all contributed to in our own way.
I thought it was too easy.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
I didn't think that. That was a lie. That was a little.
Yes, I know, you big liar. Doran Grossman Naples gives $5. Says, thoughts on Supergiant changing the ending of Hades 2 after Backlash? Well, like I said, I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And I've already finished the game, so I ain't going to go look at it again.
Did they?
Also, they just added
was
more
fine.
context.
It
They
was
didn't really
fine.
change it.
Oh.
Anyway. Heiskog is $4.99 and says, with those fighting noms, should they just make a retro category? With MK Legacy Collection, it'll be more fitting there, but best fighting game? No. Was there a fighting game? Did you read out the fighting game nominations?
No, I skipped them because I didn't think anyone cared about fighting games.
Yeah, it's 2XKO, whatever the fuck it's
2XKO was one of the nominees.
I don't know what that is.
That's the one in the League of Legends like Riot makes a fighting game. It kind of looks
two people.
Like
it's like 2v2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the Capcom Fighting Collection, which feels like it shouldn't count because it's just a collection of games.
Yeah.
Fatal Fury, City of Wolves, which I don't think people like. Mortal Kombat: The Legacy Collection, which also is just a collection, but is cool and has a ton of behind-the-scenes documentary stuff that I really like.
I guess just illustrate how infrequent new fighting games come out these days that they have to fall back on like re-releases.
Yeah, 2 of these games are collections. I think one is a re-release. So
sometimes they like
Final
fudged
Fantasy
it.
Tactics got a vote, got a nom.
Sometimes they fudge best fighting game by like putting in just like some brawlers and like beat 'em ups, like
Streets of Rage or
stuff.
Something. Yeah, Silk Song, that's a fighting game. You got to do a bunch of fighting.
But to my mind, if they say fighting game, I'm going to assume they mean one-on-one fighter in the traditional Street Fighter sense. But there are so few of those. Those are quite rare these days. There's like a few like big names that everyone in the fighting game community looks up when there's a new one out. But there's nothing that can just break in. There's no new IPs in the fighting game world.
Yeah, it's hard. And so rarely does an indie one, indie games of almost every other genre break through and kind of hit mainstream. Whereas that doesn't really happen in fighting games.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not like an established franchise, it's a fighting game based on pre-existing characters like multiverses or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can hype it.
For people who like video game history and nerding on that kind of stuff, I really do like the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Just in terms of the behind the scenes and making of and sort of archival museum stuff, I think is
I got friends who are
really
into that specific aspect.
It's
of
really
it. It's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, I have no idea how it plays. I don't care about playing any of those games, but I just like the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
Anyway, Witticism gives $5 and says, nothing to add. This channel has Game Awards noms and winners down to a science, almost wrapped up with Claire. Despite its issues, it deserves the win. I kind of resent how much presence the Game Awards takes up in my mind. I resent that it lives rent-free in my head. I resent that I've been forced to think about it enough that I now have strong opinions on what will get nominated and win. I don't want that in my head. I want something more fun to think about. Like maybe I'll think of lyrics from Tom Hardy songs instead.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than the Oscars. If you cover movies, like the Oscars do not matter, but at the same point, it is a giant bonfire fulcrum that people gather around and
does impact the industry, right?
It does impact the industry.
Getting a win for an Oscar and or a game of the year award does dramatically impact how games get funding and stuff like that. So
I appreciate the presence of traditions and formalities for the way they bring us together as a community. That's why I was retrospectively kind of miss E3.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes doing it. Nobody likes being there. But nobody likes, going to Thanksgiving dinner with the family, but you still have to do it. Because it's part of the being part of a family.
Yeah.
Anyway. King Dead 42 gives $5. Says the Altar's got a nom for the most clearly defined category of best strategy stroke sim game. Yes,
that's it.
We noticed that in the end.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but thank you for correcting.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, as ever, very vague genre name that.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Video games are just weird like that. Like I think it's there's a reason the Oscars don't.
I just object to it because it ends with like games that are doing vastly different things and serving vastly different audiences are being forced to be compared and asked which of these two is the best. And how do you do that?
Yeah,
with some of these,
absolutely.
You can't. Anyway, Nidarom gives $20. Says glad to see KCD Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 getting a Game of the Year nod. I expected it to be a dry and mundane game, but it gave me a sense of adventure I haven't felt in a long time and a strong sense of place in history that even got me reading more about the era.
Yeah, that's one of those games where it seems like its fan base is hardcore, and the people that really give themselves over to it have really enjoyed it.
Yeah, history fans. There's never there's seemingly no end of podcasts for history fans.
Sure.
So there must be a lot of history fans. I don't know. Kingdom Come's never really worked for me. I mean, the
Yeah.
story
What would
feels like it's
spice it up?
wasting your
What do you
time a lot.
need?
I would like it to edit itself down a bit, so you're not like pursuing pointless quests for like half the game,
Sure.
and then being told that it was pointless of you to pursue that quest. Ha 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 ha.
Fair.
And yeah, also a little bit less glitchy would be nice.
There you go. It's not too much to ask.
And then Mystic Echoes gives 100 rupees and says, "Hi Marty, I keep imagining you as the main character in this book, Project Hail Mary. Don't ask me why, it just fits." Project Hail Mary.
Ryan Gosling is the main character of that movie adaptation, so that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Thank you.
Isn't that Andy Weir's new book? The guy who wrote The Martian?
Yep. Yeah.
Did you know he used to make terrible webcomics?
I do, and he used to work at Blizzard.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I made a terrible webcomic once. I got that I look to Andy Weir like
as inspiration.
I look to him sympathetically as a fellow product of like Web 1.0 terrible webcomic trends.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Guy goes, I would also die in the cold vacuum of space. There's no way I could just wake up on a ship and be like, I can't fix this. I would just die.
Fair enough. The Goose Chase music gives $5 and says, E33 deserves a lot of the noms, but I hope other games win the indie categories because E33 is the least indie in those IMHO. Also love the content. I think we're agreed on that, the Goose Chase music. Claire Obscure
I would not hold
hogging,
your breath for it.
Don't hog those indie awards when Hades 2 deserves a nod as well.
Agreed.
Spread the joy. Spread the joy around.
Yeah.
I have a feeling
Everyone
I have a feeling Claire
around
Obscure is going to be running the table. I wouldn't be surprised if it wins every category someday.
Yeah.
Every single one, it
Christmas
wins the
tree,
4X category and
like
the fighting game category.
Yeah.
Family game.
Like it's the end of It's a Wonderful Life or something. Anyway.
It could win family game. I could see that happening.
It's a game about family.
It's a game about family, yeah.
Yeah, quite. Tsunami Dusha gives us $20 and says nothing. You were all waiting for it. There it is. And then H2O God comes back with $5 and says, to clarify my previous messages, 1, I'm a fool, and 2, the awards website was down at the time. Okay.
Makes sense.
Thank you. We didn't actually care that much, but thank you for clarifying.
Listen, I like tying a ribbon on it and being like, it's done.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Especially if that ribbon has $5 attached to it. It's great.
Sinos the Hedgehog 2000 gives $2 and says, be honest, best racing is Mario versus Sonic this year.
Yeah, I think
those two are the noms
safe.
in best racing.
Well, those are two of the noms. Yeah, and I think it's pretty safe.
I haven't played Crossworlds yet because it's too expensive, but I'm sure it's better than World.
Well, I know everyone will call bullshit if Mario Kart wins, so Sonic will probably win that.
Sure.
Anyway, Blistered Soul gives £199, says Gabe Cube wins best console PC hybrid announcement. Oh, the Gabe Cube. Sure. Oh, I see the pun you did there. I thought you were mistyping.
Because it's a cube.
That's what that's what the internet has been calling the Valve box.
Yes, the new Valve box, the Steam Cube.
Yeah.
What's your what do you think it's going to cost?
I have no idea, and I don't really care. I'm not going to get one. I've got a gaming PC and a Steam Deck. I don't need it.
I think it'll start at 600.
I think it's going to be $1,000.
Ouch! No, it's not going to be $1,000, surely.
It's meant to be playing games in 4K, so I think to future-proof it. I think, to be honest, they might take a loss on it. They've been taking a loss on their headsets, their VR headsets for years, so maybe they'll take a loss.
I mean, when the headset first came out, it was like $1,500, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think people get excited because Steam announces things. I think that's going to be a pretty niche product, personally.
Anyway, Sinos the Hedgehog 2000 gives $5, says, happy 100-ish episode. My fave episode is the one I caused when I mentioned the DS's 20th anniversary, and next week you discussed handhelds. Remember?
I don't.
No, I don't. I don't remember at all. Handhelds? Sorry.
we do a lot of these.
Yeah.
I barely remember what this week's topic is.
I barely remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
Keep looking at my notes.
That's right. I had a black coffee and nothing else. Anyway, Sovereign46 gives €10. Says, any token opinions on the latest leaks and rumors that Half-Life 3 will be a launch title for the Gabe Cube? Personally, I want it to be true just so we could say we got Half-Life 3 before GTA 6. Oh, and happy 100th WB. I very much doubt that will be the case, Sovereign46.
Also, nothing can be a launch title for it, right? Because it's going to be on everything. Like every PC.
Yeah.
It's on Steam.
I mean, it could launch alongside it, right? like
Yeah,
on the same
true.
day.
Yeah, it's,
True.
But
it's
I
not like
imagine
Half-Life
it would
Alyx.
also launch on consoles. Like I think
True.
I can see that.
Maybe.
It feels like there's a lot of scuttlebutt, a lot of chum in the water.
Have we got
about an
confirmation that
actual
it's a
project.
standard game? Because I could see it being a launch title for their new VR thing.
We haven't got confirmation on anything. They haven't confirmed anything. Valve
When
does
has
shit.
Valve ever confirmed anything except in the moment they release something?
Yeah.
Never.
Anyway,
Yeah. And
Vanilla
even like
Spooks.
information people know from like a year or two ago, like that company changes with the wind. So
Yeah.
who knows?
And they don't care. They make all the money in the fucking world.
All the money.
Vanilla Spooks gives 279. It says, if you've got to TOW2, presumably the Outer Worlds, think it improves over 1?
Oh.
No. And you might want to tune into this week's Fully Ramblematic. Just
Ooh.
saying. Nudge, nudge.
Ooh.
Wink, wink.
And then J Romeo gives 499 and says, retroactive 2016 Game of the Year. The Overwatch pick sort of made sense at the time, but has aged poorly in hindsight. Well, it wasn't my Game of the Year 2016.
Yeah.
Although
it was
don't
just-
ask me what was my Game of the Year 2016, because I had to look it up.
That
else
game
came out
was
that year?
so unbelievably popular and like kickstarted an entire genre. I think it definitely deserved it.
Yeah, that year had Uncharted 4, Titanfall 2, Firewatch, Dark Souls 3, Doom 2016, Dishonored 2, Inside, The Witness.
Yes,
Watch
Doom
Dogs
2016 was my Game of the Year of that year.
Honestly, mine, looking at this list in terms of games that meant to most to me that year, might be Pokemon Go. That was the summer of Pokemon Go.
Was that nominated?
I don't think so. Probably not. I'm just
I
looking
think
at
that
games
should
from
have.
year.
Like, I mean, crazy. Has a mobile game ever been nominated for?
I
any
don't
award?
believe so. I'm sure something that
Is
is
there a
playable on
category?
like
There
Death
should
Stranding's
be.
playable on mobile, but
The mobile space for games is like shifting to be more like less Candy Crush and more like games.
Yeah.
And I think they should have their own category because I think it's a space that's being played sometimes more than conventional games, and we should
do you think
recognize that.
Genshin should be a game for Impact?
I
Genshin
think all
Impact is the
gacha
name of the
games
video game.
can eat the fattest part of my ass. So
What is the fattest part of your ass? The haunch?
Well,
the right
think-
cheek.
I think they should eat the skinniest and least appetizing part of my ass because I hate them so much.
Oh wow!
Oh,
You don't even want to give them
then.
the good stuff. You want to give them the grizzle.
No. I save the fattest part of my ass. for
Grizzle.
something I
I
actually
hate
respect.
starting this. I
Your
take this
ass
joke
grizzle?
back. I'm sucking this joke back up.
Ass grizzle.
Anyway. Game Guy
No, we're not.
gives £5 and says, Dispatch is my game of the year. Love it. By the way, Yahtzee, when's the next Dita book expected? No idea. Haven't a clue. Got a draft written. I'll have to talk to publishers. Anyway, I haven't played Dispatch, but I've recently
good
learned
things.
that it's entirely come out. I heard it was
It is.
episodic. I assumed just the first episode was out.
Nope.
Because I've been burned by episodic games in the past. But no,
Sure.
apparently all the
Yeah.
episodes are out. So yeah, maybe I'll check it out when I'm done playing Black Ops 7 this week.
Yeah, I think they learned from because they are a lot of former Telltale folks, and they learned from Telltale kind of shooting themselves in the foot by finishing games
Yes.
every episode to episode and having delays. And so I think this entire thing was done, and then they released.
You know,
it
I
all
think I
over the course of
once,
4
I think I
weeks.
once said years ago when we were at the height of people trying to do episodic games, maybe you should just make sure they're all done and then stagger them out over a regular schedule rather than the format where you just bring them out when they're done, because that doesn't seem to be working out.
Sure.
Certainly didn't work for Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
That's what TV shows do. They finish a
Yeah.
season and then just release them. They don't make an entire episode within the week for
Yeah.
releasing the next
Yeah.
thing.
Or at
well,
the worst
some-
case, they're just doing post production on it, like
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
as the season runs on. But
I mean, the appeal of the episodic game initially was that you didn't have to like wait so long for a game because they could just churn it out and get it out. But yeah, if you have to do all the episodes at once, that sort of defeats the original purpose. But never mind. Sano's the Hedgehog 2000 comes back with $2. Says, "Don't suppose you saw a Club Sega in Japan, Marty,
I
as
believe
made
those are
famous
all-
by the Yakuza games."
I believe they've all closed down. Those are the big Sega arcades.
Oh wow.
It's a bummer. It's hard to find an arcade with actual arcade games there. There's just a fucking overloading of gotcha machines and of claw games. And claw games with insane prizes. Claw games where it'll be like, here's fancy jewelry or perfume or a Switch 2 or
like
and,
booze. Your chances of actually winning these the claw games is microscopic.
Yeah.
What about
I found a few arcades.
Still a big thing there?
What was that?
Pachinko parlors.
Pachinko's huge. Yeah, I played a Evangelion pachinko machine. Let me tell you, don't understand pachinko whatsoever. But man, people are chain smoking and playing pachinko late into the night. I don't get. It's just a bunch of balls falling down. I don't understand it. But
hey, more power to them.
Hey,
yeah,
well, that's what they like.
Ray screamed at me in Japanese while I was playing, so that's all that mattered to me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, BS Marsh comes back with $5 and says, to answer Yahtzee's question about the anniversary stream and why I wasn't there, it's because I was at a funeral for my aunt.
No.
Oh, that old excuse. Suppose the dog ate your homework as well.
Our deepest sympathies. Be smart. Even Yahtzee's deepest sympathies. Listen, funerals over anniversary streams. That's what I say.
But also, you could have had us on your phone. Like,
don't be... Although I did have my grandma died, and the funeral was on Super Bowl day, and everyone was just watching the Super Bowl.
I'm going to say that when I die, I will stipulate in my will that I want the funeral to be marked by a stream. Like, just someone like streaming Overwatch just in the corner while my casket is laid to rest.
He wanted someone to stream his favorite game, Overwatch.
I
was just plucking a widely streamed game out of the air.
Yeah.
Anyway, Frozen Socks 231 gives $5. Says, given the ever-increasing amount of incredible voice acting, the Game Awards should split the category to Best Performance and Supporting Performance.
Sure. Yeah, I think best main performance, like the way the Oscars do it. Best actor, best.
Is there an accessibility category?
Was there one this year?
There was. Yeah, there was.
What was nominated there?
Let me pull it up. Innovation and accessibility. AC Shadows, Atom Fall. Remember that game? Remember Atom Fell?
Yeah, I remember that.
Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight.
Well, I don't understand those nominations at all.
Yeah, it almost feels like they need to be accompanied by like an explanation of like,
this is what they did.
What did they do? I'm sure they all did something interesting.
I'm sure, yeah.
South of Impact, you could just say, I don't want to fight anyone. You could just finish the game in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Derp is $9.99 and says, as an SH tard, I would be quite interested in the video on SH3. SH3 is my favorite of the franchise, so I would be grumbling in the comments about how the overrated one somehow isn't 2. Lol. Well, I hate to tell you, you're wrong to like Silent Hill 3, Derp. But you are wrong to like it more than Silent Hill 2.
Oh,
I really like Silent Hill 3. I don't like it more than 2, but I really like 3.
I don't dislike it.
I like them all.
I mean, it's just that of the 4 original Japanese developed Silent Hills, it's my least favorite. I like it a lot more than a lot of other attempts at Silent Hill games. But, you know, if I was like top 5ing my Silent Hill games, Silent Hill 2 at the top, then 4, then 1, then 3, and then all the rest.
Sure. Yeah. Mine might be close to there.
Timothy Lothar 5417 gives $10 and says, what did everyone have for breakfast this morning? I had a black coffee and nothing else, as usual.
Coffee.
I had a black coffee and I had 2 pieces of wheat toast. Let me tell you, they were great.
Oh my goodness, what the fuck kind of diets are we on?
I don't eat big breakfasts in the morning.
I've sort of got out of the habit of eating breakfast at all. I drink black coffee because it's like 0 calories.
I'm also not a big breakfast. I don't like eating before streams.
I find I appreciate lunch a lot more when I don't eat breakfast.
I don't eat breakfast or lunch. Omar says I eat like a snake. I eat one big meal.
Yeah. But then you unhinge your jaw and it just all goes
down. And I crawl across the ground as I digest.
We're going snake mode.
Just going snake mode.
Real Talk 13 is $5. Says, since I remembered Mafia the Old Country came out this summer, what other games can you think of that had huge industry hype only to flop on release? Did that have huge industry hype? I don't remember any.
I don't think so.
That had huge industry hype. No.
I'd say Mario Kart World probably counts as a flop on release.
That's the one. Yeah.
I think less a flop and more of a massive disappointment, which just might be a flop.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, everyone bought it. I mean, they had to. It came with the Switch. But
Sure.
yeah, nobody liked it.
Redfall the other year, everyone was like, "Ooh, Arcane Vampires."
Oh.
That seems like a winning combo.
Yeah, what about this year, though?
I mean, that's the thing about this year is like we bring up Mind's Eye, but like that was one that like we saw as a train wreck from a ways away, and it was a train wreck. But
It was
like, I don't think there
expected,
were. I don't think there were that many like.
Assassin's
I don't
Creed
know.
Shadows?
Yeah, but even that, like most of the reviews were like, it's fine.
See, the thing
Yeah,
is,
but everyone immediately stopped talking about it, and it got very
Sure.
few noms.
Yeah,
but people
yeah.
know what to expect. Like with Assassin's Creed, the people that like Assassin's Creed like them because they are the same stuff pumped out, but just in a
Yeah.
different setting. That's just what they want. You know.
Well, do they want that, or have they just gotten used to being fed slop?
Yeah, no, the Assassin's Creed fans are slop eaters. I'm not saying they're pigs,
Okay.
but they're pigs.
Well, yeah,
Slop
just
eaters!
just clip that out. Assassin's Creed fans are slop eating pigs. That is our company stance. Fighters in the comments.
One of the lowest reviewed games of the year was apparently Captain Blood. Remember we played Captain Blood for Yahtzee.
Oh,
Trivia?
yeah.
Remember that?
Captain
Yeah,
Blood.
that was that interesting one that was like a game that was
Like done
made in like the 2000s, but not
Yeah, it was,
actually
like,
released.
clearly inspired by
Oh.
like post God of War, and it was like 99% completed, I think, and then shelved.
Oh
And
yeah.
then someone went back
You
and
did that
finished
for
the rest
Yahtzee
of it.
Tries, right?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
wasn't very good.
It was not good. No.
No, it reflected that it was a game from the 2000s, like the PS2 era.
Yeah.
That got
And,
cancelled, right?
yeah.
So
Anyway, Lauren Grossman Naples gives $5. Says consoles that are just pre-made gaming PCs seems like a growing niche with the Steam Deck, Gabe Cube, and of course the disgusting chicken box.
I don't know what that last one is. I mean, the Steam Deck is a
yeah.
handheld, though. That's not like a
that's not a pre-made PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A console,
But
like-
it makes sense. People want convenience, and building your own PC is an intimidating thing if you don't have friends who have done it before and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So buying PCs that are pre-made from like certain websites like Newegg or X, Y, and Z is a very popular thing to do because it gets people into the space. So like the Gabe Cube is a really good thing. I think it could do some big damage to the console market if it succeeds, and I hope it does.
Also, just launching into a like user-friendly OS like Steam OS is very nice, because I also know a lot of people who play games, but like if you just threw them on a desktop, they'd be like, "Where the fuck do I put everything?
What do I do?"
Like,
Yeah.
simplifying it, I think, is
Well, I
is
want to
good
play
for
games on
somebody.
a desktop because I'm using the desktop for other things, like browsing the web and writing stuff.
pornos.
Introduce people to the love of second screen gaming. That's like such a
Yes.
joy. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Kite M gives 2,500 CLPs, whatever they are, and says, fun fact, anime is often finished a day or hours before airing, or sometimes go unfinished. Also, pachinko is just slots with plausible deniability.
Yeah,
Yes,
anime is
same
the
as-
one genre that like builds
I've
the
heard
tracks as they go along.
the same is true of South Park. That's why it's always
Manga.
very topical,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they just churn that out in a week, so it can be
Yeah.
topical.
Yeah, a lot of times anime will be like, "Oh, there's no episode for the next 2 weeks because the creator got sick." And you're like, "You guys weren't 2 weeks ahead?"
Well, it's built off the backbone of manga. Like
Sure, which is
Yeah.
also let's
how
kill the
manga is
creators.
pumped out is
Yeah.
the most insane artistic endeavor. Like if you
I
do
know.
some research into what manga artists go through, it's
Yes, they-
nuts.
They work them like machines.
Yeah,
It's
that's why
crazy.
it's hard to. When there was a question earlier about the Rockstar Grand Theft Auto treating their employees like shit, and it's kind of like, you do you if you where you want to draw your line in the sand, but if you want ethical creations of things, that is few and far between. When you look at the things you love, it's hard to find that.
PMA Strip Polito, member for 21 months in the Green Gang, says Subway Surfer's funeral.
Can we play Subway Surfers at your funeral? Is that fine?
It's
sure.
when you have the video of Subway Surfers underneath the video you
Oh, okay.
watch. It keeps you interested in.
Beautiful.
Now, the music I want played at my funeral is the end credits music from Spiritfarer. Gets me every
Oh.
time.
Even when you're dead.
Is that
Yeah.
the goal for the music at your funeral? You want people to cry? Or would you just want
Yeah.
it to be a...
I want them to be
description?
bloody
Yeah.
sad at my funeral, frankly. I want people to be sad that I am gone because they loved me very much. I mean, what do you want?
Throw me in the garbage.
Yeah, throw 'em in
Okay.
the what if they can't find the garbage though? What if they live in your city and there's no garbage?
Oh, then
cans?
play As the World Falls Down from Labyrinth and cry.
Fair enough. Ryan Betts gives $5, says, what would you nominate for your personal 2025 most procrastinated game? E.g. Marty's should be Undertale. Well, I guess
Yeah,
for me
I have
it
a
would
big list
be...
of things I haven't played.
I guess it would be Danganronpa for me, in that case.
Yeah.
I
Final
mean, Jay,
Fantasy.
you're getting to some of yours. Yeah, you're
I'm
played Final Fantasy
taking
6.
2026 as I'm gonna do so I do 2 episodes a month. One episode's gonna be hopefully a topical one on a game that's just come out on design stuff, and the other one's gonna be a game that I should have played and I'm getting to. So that's like
I love it.
your Metal Gears, your Final Fantasies,
love it.
and other things that people are gonna suggest. So yeah, I'm gonna have a more positive 2026 rather than a
I love it,
negative one.
not just because you're mentioning 2 of my favorite series, but also partly
Must-
because you're mentioning 2 of my favorite series.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Must be nice to have some fucking free time to play all these other games.
You
that aren't
you
for
can
work.
stop reviewing new games and
also
just
for
play old
content.
games.
It's for work.
You still do
Well,
it. The
must
same
be nice
thing.
to have. Must be nice to have no kids and just be able to do that all night.
It is
That
nice.
was
It is
your
nice not having
decision.
kids. It is nice having,
Yes.
not having kids.
You thought about it, eh? You and the old ball and
We
chain.
don't want children. We don't want children. I
Oh,
want more
well,
time
you-
to play
their
Final
hands
Fantasy
are
VII.
sticky.
So
Their hands are
You
too
say
sticky.
that now.
They get
You
sticky
say
stuff
that
on
now.
everything. Everything's
Condescend,
sticky.
condescend. You wait till you've
Mm.
got one of your own. Ooh, you'll understand when you've
sticky.
got one. Ooh,
Everything's sticky.
condescending attitude towards non-parents. No, really, I'm just very, very jealous. My God, having kids is a joy, but by God, I wish.
your kids are wonderful, right?
Oh yeah, great. All the time, 24/7. It's great to have them around, and I
You know
will
what else
never
is
go back
wonderful?
on that.
Waking up one morning and being like, I can do whatever I want. I could do
That is
literally
also
whatever I
really
want.
good. Yeah.
Yes. Like waking up in the morning and thinking, I don't have to get up.
Yeah.
I don't have to get up and make breakfast for everyone and feed the dog and make sure everyone's gone poopy in the potty.
You know what? Why don't you just become a deadbeat dad?
Yeah.
But-
Sleep.
well, because I love my wife and kids. What a weird
Oh.
question.
Ah,
Well,
like
listen,
sleep.
I was trying to solve problems. Oh, we
These
got
are
one more
problems,
super
aren't
chat.
Right. Fine. It's a good problem to have, I guess. But now my problem is that I don't have enough time to play video games, and that's not really the kids' fault.
No.
Anyway, Blistered Soul gives $1.99 and says next week video game funeral appropriate OSTs.
There you go.
Sure.
Build out our funeral playlists.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess I want to like the tone to shift a bit, so I'd also have Kickstart My Heart on there.
Sure.
maybe
sure.
maybe while the coffin's going into the crematorium.
Yeah. Oh, we got a
wanna-
cremator here.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I want it that nobody can leave my funeral until they've beaten a final boss in Night Rain. So like all of the elderly people at my funeral just die.
Are gonna die there?
Inevitably.
I think Ross Scott in one of his game dungeons suggested that one possible alternative to prison was to make people stay in a room until they've beaten like a 90s adventure game without hints.
God,
Oh, that's so fun.
nightmare.
Anyway, a superb owner gives $5. Says British gents, let's hear your best American accent. Bonus point if you're impersonating Nick talking about Halo. Oh, I'm
can't-
Nick. I've got a weird deep voice and I mumble all the time.
Oh,
sounds
my name's Nick and I'm from the Midwest. Oh,
That's not a. You sound like fucking Sam Elliott. That is not a Midwestern accent.
Sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you. I thought those were both great. 0 notes.
Thank you. We do live here.
Well, that's well, I lived in Australia for 13 years and didn't pick up the accent,
It's true.
except in that one
You
word.
can
I
impersonate
keep
it
bringing
though.
up.
You can impersonate it because you're constantly surrounded by it.
How's you going, mate? How you going, mate?
Can't.
On your bike.
How are you going?
Holy shit! Are you
No
that character from Death Stranding
worries.
2, Marty?
No worries, mate.
Death Stranding 2 on your bike?
Anyway, that was all the super chats. So thank you for all of those. what a lovely audience you are. And thank you very much
Yay.
for all the money you donated over the years that ensured us to allowed us to keep going for 2 whole years.
Woo.
Let's do a third year, and dare we dream perhaps even a fourth.
Insanity. Unbelievable.
Anyway,
Love it.
yes, I was Yahtzee Crucial. I was joined by Jay and Marty, the people who were supposed to be here for once.
We did it. We showed up.
And content. Fully Ramblematic this week will be on the subject of Outer Worlds 2,
Nice.
which certainly is a game that came out in recent times. I've also got my weekly stream, Yahtzee Tries, which will be happening on Wednesday afternoon. And then on Sunday will be the Yahtzee Tries edited highlights episode, where I do my little reviews of all the games I've been playing in the stream.
Boom.
And that'll be it for my stuff. Now plug away, gents.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jay, what do you got
So
going on?
yeah, I got a design delve coming up next week, so you can look forward to that. Just thinking if there's any other streams and stuff. I guess at some point me and Marty need to discuss this. At some point, the Final Fantasy VII stream is going to be happening. We're discussing what that's going to look like and stuff like that. But I do want to play it for you guys. So maybe this week, maybe next, maybe I don't know. Just keep a pin in this channel, motherfuckers. And then that's me.
Sorry, I was picking up all my things. What do we got going on? Later tonight is going to be Deck Tamer, Hot Monday Energy. Crew's going to be back playing a game called Deck Tamer. I don't know what it is. It's got a monster on it.
Deck game.
So, yeah, it's probably deck game. I'm going to be honest. Probably deck building game. Maybe some monster taming. No way to know.
Maybe it's about trying to tame a large wooden surface outside someone's house.
Could be. Absolutely could be. Normal stream schedule, podcast schedule this week. We'll be back with a rewind tomorrow. Jack and Darren and I will be back talking about Running Man and Predator and Pluribus. And then, normal streams the rest of the week. So tune in to all of those. Yes, Mirith, we will have we will lock down a day for the Phoenix movie night shenanigans before Thanksgiving, and we will let you guys know soon. Yes, the end.
All right. Well, I guess that'll be it from us then.
Hell yeah!
Thanks for listening to the Windbreakers podcast. See you all soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.